Tonight, we're going to be talking about all the latest toy reveals from WonderCon by Jada, McFarlane, and Mondo. And we're going to decide who takes best in show by our personal opinion. Also, we're going to be reviewing the recent re-ups and reissues from NECA, as well as the most anticipated drops from next month's Target Haul-a-thon. We also catch up a bit on some of the news from Hasbro's G.I. Joe and Star Wars. We're going to talk about all that and more tonight on Geek Dad Live. Good evening, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geek Dad Live. My name is Scotty Quippen, but my friends call me Quip. I'm usually riding shotgun on this little journey, but tonight I will be behind the wheel. Unfortunately, Jay won't be joining us as he's plumb tuckered out from a fun-filled birthday weekend at Toylanta. So he's got to get up early to hit the road, and as such, he is resting with his little one. So there's no need to worry, though. Jay has left you in very capable hands, and so far you've heard my voice, but I've brought 3 friends along. So please join me in welcoming the guests who are going to help me in facilitating this evening's festivities. Without further ado, let me introduce these 3 kings. First up, this gentleman and I have co-hosted Geek Dad Live and After Dark together many, many times. But this will be our first time unsupervised. Just when you think that trouble's going to pounce, he's going to be there when it really counts. Come on, everybody, and welcome my brother from another mother with a proper Gare Bear countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Gary L. Hey, how you doing tonight, Gary? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
I'm a professional. How's it going, everybody?
All good. Happy to have you here. How you been?
Been good, man. Been good. Did a little bit of traveling. Glad to be home. And I look forward to hearing how Toylanta went for Jay. So.
Absolutely. He's going to be talking about that a little bit tomorrow. And ooh, spoiler alert, there's going to be a little special surprise Geek Dad After Dark, not only this evening, but tomorrow. Jay's going to walk us through some of his Toylanta hunts and journeys and adventures. But next on the mic, we are going to talk about our next guest. He can be heard as the showrunner and lead for the Yesterday's podcast, and has been seen as 1/3 of the Retro Cavalcade Triumvirate, along with Allison, Troy, and Andrew of Gady's Toys. He's making his on-camera Geek Dad Live debut, but he's been a long-time member in good standing of the GDL family. He's got family. Unafraid to let his geek flag fly, and he's been thugging in these toy streets since he was a lad, so he's not new to this. He's true to this. It's Mr. Derek Uva.
Wow.
How you doing, Derek?
I'm great.
Going on, brother man?
I'm great. And as somebody who prides himself on a solid intro,
I mean, thugging these toy streets was pretty incredible. So,
well, I grew up hard, Gary. I grew up hard.
Yeah. Mean streets.
So, that's it.
Not too far from Chicago, right? From Chirac. So
just far enough.
Just
Alrighty. Well, we are excited. We've got lots of toys to talk about. So let me bring in our third. Last but certainly not least, this man needs no introduction, but life's too short, and sometimes we all need to hear just how much we're truly appreciated. So I'm still going to take this opportunity to give him his flowers. We've all enjoyed the fruits of his labor on the big screen as visual effects coordinator for major motion pictures such as Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, various Marvel movies, including Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok, my personal favorite, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We're captivated weekly by his color commentary on YHS Toy Anxiety. Moreover, his encyclopedic knowledge of all things comics, as exhibited on his show Gotham City Tonight with Alex Brewer, has earned him the title of the beautifully bearded bastion of all things Batman. Coming to us live from the land of Timbits and Toboggans, it's Ryan Dole. How you doing, Ryan?
Dude, did you just list all that and then say we're going to be talking about even more?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're talking. We're talking. We're talking all kinds of things.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Thank you for that very nice intro. You did leave out Into the Spider-Verse, which I love as well.
Hey.
And you also left out like Godzilla 2014. That's
There's
a good
so
one.
much. Ghostbusters 2016.
Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time here all the time.
Absolutely.
Right? And I can't remember. I worked on one of those Hunger Game movies as well.
Also,
like
Mockingjay Part
Fast
1.
and Furious 7. Yeah, I think Mockingjay Part 1. Yes.
Yes.
And then and Fast and Furious 7, another one of my favorite ones. I'm just happy to have like at least one Fast and Furious like notch in my belt. That's all I'm really stoked about. I'm just really really happy that Derek Hoover is here as well.
Derek Hoover.
Hello. I never get tired of hearing either.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Well, gentlemen, we are gathered here this evening. I've brought you together, this motley crew. We few, we proud. We're going to chew bubblegum, and we're going to talk toys. And I'm fresh out of bubblegum. So,
oh, shit.
Before we really get into it, though, let's say hello to the chat, see who's joined us. All right, we've got Stanley Eberhardt, Brian Carr, J Mac 77, Dora Laxon, Alpha Magnus, Stephen Lawrence, that's a newer name, Gady's Toys, said Dora Laxon, Christopher Negri, Damon Ristori. Let's keep going. Who we got here? Ooh, I Play Nerd, Charlie Square, Tucker Prime, Daryl Robinson, Rabbit McGavin, Chris Morey, Mint with Card, the man, the myth, the legend, Dave. A little bit of whimsy. Allison Troy, our retro toy princess, is in the building. Tony Taponi, shiny plastic people, is in the house. Nobody give him a membership. Alex Arrow, Daryl Dolezal, and so many. Oh, wait, hold on real quick. Deep Space Niner, Evo Genius. Woo! So many friendly faces, so many names. Happy that you're all here to join us. And with that, gentlemen, let's kick it off. All right, so let me go here, pull up which screen to share. We're going to start talking Mondo. Nope, we're not going to talk Mondo. We're going to talk WonderCon pickups. Hold on, let's see.
WonderCon pickups?
Not pickups. Reveals. What am I doing?
Like, I didn't know you went.
Yeah, totally quick turnaround.
How was it?
It was.
It was great.
It was
busy.
It did look busy.
All right, so here we go. All right, so
and
first
all the Spider-Mans there look pretty thick.
Yeah, there were some thick Spider-Mans.
For anyone who watches Mad Hatter reviews, you'll know.
Oh, yeah. There was some very interesting art that was there. Very captivating, very inspiring. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about Street Fighter. Okay, here we go. We got Jada Street Fighter showing here. You could see Fei Long at the very bottom. He's actually the Player 2 Purple Deluxe version, a WonderCon exclusive now available at jadanextlevel.com. But another thing that they debuted here is the production piece. We've seen different iterations of Vega as they were developing him, also known as Claw by you fighting game enthusiasts. But I'm going to see if I can get a little quick zoom in on Vega. There we go. So you can see this is him in packaging with his claw and the mask, separate mask, and then one masked head as well, which is a replacement. Okay. Let's kick it off. Derek, you can do the honors. What are you thinking here about Vega? Any thoughts?
They look pretty rad. I'm not a purchaser of this line, but I am an admirer. They really capture the video game. It's really hard not to buy a Blanca in particular because he's a cute, just cool looking bushy green man. But I think something I really dig about these is how the presentation with packaging, that arcade look to it. I think that is a really good, really nice little touch for it, and gives it a little extra pop if you see it on the shelf or, you're unboxing it and what have you. So I think they're pretty rad. If you are into this, then I think you're going to be very thrilled by these, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's looking like his, I don't know what his belt waist, I don't know what that's called.
Cummerbund.
Please forgive me. His cummerbund. his sash. There we go. His sash. It looks like his sash is actually wired. You can do some posing there. So that's really interesting. Get some motion in your ocean for your posing. It'll be interesting. Okay. Next up, let's see. Oh, wait, no. See, these are all over the place. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. Also available is actually available for pre-order right now, and should be showing up in Target soon based on a few interviews that have taken place with June with Jada Toys. It's the Blue Guile. What do we think about Blue Guile? Gary, what are your thoughts?
Well, I am the person that Derek was just talking about. I am all in on this line. I love it, but I don't care about the player 2 stuff, right? Like it's cool for anyone who wants it, but for me, like I got to watch what I got to draw a line somewhere, and my line is just unique characters. I think the player 2 looks great, though. I actually think I prefer the player 2 look to the player 1, but since I already have player 1, I'm gonna stick with what I got. One thing that I do love about this line is, like you mentioned, they take risks with Dhalsim's stretchy arms, and with DJ's gold chain necklace. Like, I do think that is some sort of it's a very unique, possibly partially cloth good cummerbund sash, sashburbund, whatever we want to call it. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about, it's been a while since I played the games, but aren't his claws silver?
I think it depends on which one you're playing.
That could be it.
I remember it being gold, but maybe it's recency bias looking here at the actual figure.
Yeah.
I am not sure. Let's take a quick peek. Or not. Whatever.
It's not that important. The chat will correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. So Topher is saying not in Street Fighter 2. So is that not gold in Street Fighter 2? Okay, all right. So yep, he clarified. Okay. There you go. Clean it up. I mean, they are gold in Street Fighter 2, so they're not silver in Street Fighter 2. There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Topher. Right. I stand corrected. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
Cool. Okie dokie. All righty. And before we switch topics, Ryan Dole, what are your thoughts on any of these figures? Are you in on the line? Are you collecting some? Picking a few of the
I am
main?
100% in on this line. It goes, there's a lot of Marvel Legends has been really generous in giving us the Capcom versions of a lot of characters. And so I have a shelf of just like Marvel versus Capcom. So it's got like Mega Man on there, Street Fighter characters. That's where I'm putting all the Street Fighter characters. Plus you get the Iron Man with the proton cannon, all that stuff. I am 100% in on this line. Plus I love Street Fighter a lot. Like, and they even said, and I don't know if you missed this announcement, they are continuing the line after Street Fighter 2. What that means, I don't know if they're going to go and release orders. I don't know if that means they're going to do Street Fighter Alpha next, or Street Fighter 3, or Street Fighter 4, or Street Fighter 5, but whatever route they go, or Street Fighter 6, which is out now, but whichever route they go, I'm all for it, because I definitely want the Alpha Chun-Li. And like Gary, I don't do the player 2s. But I did get the player 2 Chun-Li just so that I could have the laughing head.
Nice.
Because I'm that psychotic that I was like, nah, I need that. I'm buying that just for the head. I need that. I need that expression.
No, that's how they get you.
That's how, yeah. Well, no, it totally worked. And then for Guile, if I was collecting G.I. Joes, if I was getting classified, that's the Guile I would get to go with my classified series. Because he just looks like he belongs in that line, even though I don't think he had those colors. I think he just had the green tank top for the G.I. Joes. I know someone in the chat will definitely know. But I just feel like that blue and that camo, for whatever reason, I just feel like you could put that with your classified figures and it would fit right in. And I think it would be totally awesome. So I'm totally stoked on these. And when they get to Street Fighter 4, I am really hoping they do some of the alternate costumes. I would love that. Because they did like a Kato style.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of Kato and just Bruce Lee homages with Fei Long that I would love to get as action figures. And same with like Chun-Li's got some iconic looks in that too. So I say, Jada, bring it on. Keep making me more. I will buy them. I have problems. And again, too, like Street Fighter Alpha, a lot of them all have new looks too. Like someone just said, like, yeah, I'd like a Kylie Minogue Gades too. It's Andrew saying I'd love a Kylie Minogue cami as well. Would love that. However, I also want the Street Fighter Alpha Bison look. And if they want to go even deeper cuts into Street Fighter, there was like a 4-player game where you played with Cammy and like other Bison soldiers, and like one of them was like on rollerblades and shit like that. Dude, give me all of that. All of it. Right? So I am totally down for all of this. Keep it coming.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I know. So before we keep going, I do want to make sure I didn't miss these super chats. So one, well, it's not really a super chat, but it's better than that. We've got 5 gifted Geek Dad Life memberships from Tucker Prime. Thanks, Tucker Prime. Also, we've got Shelf Presence gifting 5 Geek Dad Life memberships. That is awesome. I don't have the soundboard, but welcome to those of you who were gifted to the GDL.
I got family.
You got family. And I just wanted to highlight here, you kind of touched on it too, Dole, right? This the blue reminds me of that Street Fighter movie look. Are we going to get some custom heads? Wait, wasn't there a toy company that's actually doing a Bloodsport Jean-Claude Van Damme that if it scales properly, right? Are we going to see some head swaps for that movie guy?
That'd be pretty cool.
Well,
yeah.
The skin tone might not match, but I say do it anyway.
Yeah. Co-signed.
Make it work.
Awesome.
Make it
Awesome.
work.
Okay. All righty. Well, moving on from Street Fighter.
Ooh, baby.
So we'll pause briefly for a conversation of Mega Man. So Mega Man, this is the unveiling of the larger box. I guess these are considered deluxe figures, much like the larger Street Fighter figures like Sagat and Blanca. They're going to cost a little bit more. There's a little bit more of a premium. I don't know that they gave an exact price. Gary, Dole, Derek, have you heard any sort of prices with respect to the price difference for the larger figures?
Mm-mm.
I haven't,
okay.
but there's also a part of me that does not care. I'm getting that Woodman.
Well, there you go. All righty. Yep. So you got Woodman, you got Bubble Man.
Bigger question: do I give a damn? No.
Oh, you just want more money, Jada? Sure, I don't care. I do like that. I like that new Mega Man as well. So again, it's just a different head, and I'm just like, he's not wearing the helmet. I guess I need that. And it's that's kind of what's happening. Again,
but you also get one of the little baddies with it.
Yeah.
Well,
these little pill dudes, these pill pusher guys. I don't know what their names are.
Pill pushers.
Right?
Pill pushers.
Pill dude. That was my nickname in college.
All righty.
There was a part of me that
Mega
was
Man, the college years. Give me that.
There was a part of me that was hoping that they would finish Mega Man 1 and then go and release Game Order, but clearly they're not doing that. And that's fine too. Like, these look amazing. I just hope that they, the higher price point doesn't hurt them and they continue to release stuff beyond this wave.
Yeah, I think, well, there's just some characters, some bosses, I should say, that just they're just bigger. And they need that. And I'm just glad that I would rather pay more to get these characters in scale with the things they need. I'm not sure if Woodman comes with this or not, but I'm hoping it comes with a Leaf Shield accessory for Mega Man.
That'd be awesome.
Because that would be awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for like that one like that Comic-Con exclusive where it's just Mega Man in different colors. It's the same, just like a rainbow set.
Right.
Like, I'm all for it. Give me all of that. And his dog. Where's his dog?
Where's Rush?
Yes. We need Rush and Roll. We do need Rush and Roll.
I mean, they haven't even given us Dr. Wily yet, so that's kind of interesting.
But if they do that, I want it to be like a mega deluxe box set thing.
Yes,
like,
that would be great.
Make it almost a play set.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for that.
Man.
Yep.
God, what's the little girl that he works with too? The other little robot.
Roll.
Oh God, she's
Roll.
all over Roll. Yeah. Give me that too.
Rock
give me all of it
roll.
again. Yeah, right, dude. I don't know. I love this so much. I wish these existed when I was younger, because I think I would have been all over this. I loved these games.
The best we had were the Bandai figures, which were okay. I mean, they were pretty good, but they were more animated series facing than classic look, and I'll take this any day.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is fun.
Alrighty, moving right
I think
along
we're going
to
to
some.
get to. No, we're not. We're not moving on. Do you
We're
think
not.
that?
I'm going back. I'm going back. Okay. All right.
Do
Hold
you
up,
think
wait a
we're ever
minute.
going to get? Hey, you said and more. I'm giving you and more. Do you think we are ever going to get to Mega Man X?
Ooh.
I think there's
Right?
a good
Are we
chance
interested in
that'll
that?
happen.
Am I the only one that's interested in Mega Man X?
No, I'm interested.
I'm interested.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen. And Darkstalkers as well. Get that going too, Jada. Let's get that shit together.
I just want
Damn,
Jada to
Jada.
take over all the video game properties. They're doing great.
Yeah, do Samurai Showdown. I'm going to start listing. Do Samurai Showdown.
Yes.
Right. Definitely need those. Throw in. I'm not a Tekken player, but Tekken's important to the fighting game industry. Throw
Yeah.
that in there. I wish they were doing Mortal Kombat. Good Lord. Because
Me too.
Yeah, that would be
Todd
rad.
Father's just going to be like, I see they're making great Street Fighter figures at 6-inch. I'll make these 7-inch. And it's just like, no, what are you doing? Knock it off. Right. And just so I don't know. There's a lot there. And again, these all somehow it's just like there's this weird symbiotic relationship I feel between the Marvel Legends team and this team.
Mhm.
And they know what we want. And they're it was almost like they're silently working together to be like, yo, let's make this a thing. So I don't know. This stuff's all very exciting and give me more of it. Yeah. Oh my God. Hang on. WonderCon totally nailing it here. I want trombone.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Sunset
Sunset
Riders. Not a
Riders.
fighting game, but damn, I would burn down an orphanage to get those toys. That game is so awesome. Plus, you could have like horses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time you add horses to any toy line, it elevates it
It's
by
true.
like 35 to 38%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Give me more of that. Give me more. Of that. Right.
All right.
Well, we can go on now. Let's talk about.
I'm scared to
Fruity
scroll.
Pebbles.
Yeah, am I good? Am I okay?
Yeah,
All right.
very good. Let's talk about some.
All
I
right.
love
Yeah,
these
and now we have some cereal-peddling cavemen and an enthusiastic physical education teacher who just happens to be a tiger. We got Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles. This is from the Jada food mascots line. Goes right along with your Frankenberry, your Count Chocula, your Boo Berry, and your Chester Cheetah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking? Hey, I just realized we got two different cats. We got Chester Cheetah. Chester Cheetah would probably hang out with Tony the Tiger, right?
I would
Yeah.
say so.
The cats.
I don't know about that.
Nope.
Chester would
I
definitely sell
disagree
drugs.
with that. I think these
Okay.
are two different vibes. We've got one that's like a sports nut health addict,
Okay.
right? This is a tiger that watches his calories, okay? Then you've got Chester Cheetah, who's probably stoned on the couch eating his own swag.
Mm.
I think these are two totally different cats. I could see Chester Cheetah hanging out with the sugar bear. I see that
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Maybe some Diggum Frog.
Maybe some
Yeah,
Diggum Frog,
yeah.
and maybe the honey bear or the honey nut Cheerio bee, right?
Oh yeah, that guy's
No,
definitely
Honey Nut-
coked up.
No, Sonny is kicking it with Tony because he's just way too positive. He's heart healthy. Now I agree with
Oh.
you on this, but
All right.
Tony and Chester, no, they're roommates. It's classic odd couple energy. And
Oh,
then,
this is like Perfect Strangers, but
Oh, there
Yes.
you
Yes.
go. Okay.
and Chester
All right.
is
So,
obviously the Valky.
Balky. Yeah,
obviously.
he's got to be
yeah,
Balky.
oh yes,
Yeah.
very much.
So then he's having side adventures getting blazed with Sugar Bear and Diggum.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Tony is like hanging out with the honeybee and just like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this roommate. But by the end of the episode, everybody's learned a lesson, rinse, repeat, and get ready for head of the class. Doesn't matter what certain cast members did after that show. It was a good show.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are like, where the hell am I in all this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm a guest spot in the mid-season. No, thank you.
Yeah, bullshit.
I mean, long
Did we just
story
write
short,
a show? Because I think we did.
yes,
I think
and it's
we
a
did.
show that I would watch a lot. I'm just gonna say these toys bring out the tiger in me.
Nice.
I like that.
I think they look
Nice.
really
Do
good.
you know what animal we are missing though? I really hope that we get to, because there was one with it was Fruity Pebbles with marshmallow eggs. So I hope they do that box
Dino.
with a Dino.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need Dino. And eventually they switched to
Pebbles,
there was a version with Pebbles and with Bam Bam, I believe, who were also, I don't know what's special with marshmallows or what iteration of Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles that was, but I do know that I have seen Pebbles and Dino on those boxes.
Yep.
Yeah,
but I just hope they make, Wilma and Betty at some point too. We just need, I don't know. I just want Flintstone toys. I just want really good Flintstone toys. I think that's really, I want, because we're getting Scooby-Doo, which we'll get to.
Yep.
But man, get me Jetsons, get me Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting Scooby-Doo. But I think they even said here at this convention that they sculpted everybody in Scooby-Doo, that they are ready to go.
Oh,
they're
nice.
just not they're just showing off the first wave. But like the fact that Fred, Velma, Daphne, they're already we'll get to it. I'm jumping ahead.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just excited.
It's
I am
jazz.
excited.
It's all good. It's good.
Excited.
You should be.
So
Yes.
One thing that
we're going back, Fruity Pebbles.
Okay. So one thing that was surprising that I did hear in an interview was that these little guys, it's not an ab crunch per se, but their tunics, for lack of a better word, I guess their pelts that they're wearing as clothes, they are that softer plastic rubbery material that's very similar to a Ryu and Ken's gi in the Street Fighter line. And underneath, they have a ball joint that kind of gives them some articulation actually around the midsection. I mean, I don't know how much you're looking for that, how dynamic your posing needs to be of Fred or Barney particularly, Short King, but it's there. It's there, and you can move them around, so that'll be interesting.
Hey, they need to be able to like run and lean forward with the hands out. Like that's what you need for Fred.
Yes.
As long as he's able to do that, you're good to go. Because he's the Barney. You need that look.
Roughly a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. Right. So we need that. And you know what? I actually wouldn't even mind if they kept re-releasing Barney's, but in different costumes that he would wear throughout the commercials. Like
that would be solid.
It's kind of the whole point. So yeah, I would love if they did that.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, I'm excited that I'm represented in action figure form. Blonde, Short King, stubby feet. Plus, my wife constantly calls me Barney Rubble.
Oh, nice.
Well, there you go.
I'm sure I'll get this for my birthday.
Nice.
I didn't know that this wave was or this line was going to go so far because I actually didn't pick up the Frankenberry and Count Chocula and all of them. I wish I had them in hindsight because like the idea of having all the cereal mascots on a shelf is really appealing to me.
Yeah.
Take a swing by your local Ross if there's any in your area. I know I just happened to go buy one. They're deeply discounted. I know I found Count Chocula in the wild, but even then they're also available on Amazon. But you can look around. I mean, you can find them at different and various just different toy sellers online, right? Depending on where you want to order them from, what exactly you want to pay for them. Yeah, they're available. So if you want to, no excuses, Gary. You can get in on this line.
Yeah, Gary.
Play like a champion.
I will say part of the reason why I backed out of this line. So I did have Count Chocula and Frankenberry, but back to the store they went after they revealed Boo Berry's box was slightly smaller. Now I'm an inbox collector, and actually the art that's on the side of the Frankenberry boxes, there's one that actually creates kind of like a mural of what the back of the old Cereal Monsters boxes look like. So if you put Count Chocula and Frankenberry next to each other, it starts this mural. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be rad. When they do Boo Berry, it's going to expand on it, and eventually and hopefully they get to Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute, and you'll be able to line them all up. But when they scaled down the box for Boo Berry,
that's a shame.
It broke my ever-loving heart. It didn't line up. It was kind of weird. They didn't even do it to where if you put them next to each other, okay, maybe you're missing the top of the mural because it's a little smaller. Maybe they were saving materials. I'm still kind of holding out hope that particular Boo Berry was a glow-in-the-dark version that was supposed to be, I forget which Comic-Con exclusive, whether it was SDCC or New York Comic-Con. So maybe, just maybe, they do a reissue because June did confirm that all of the cereal mascots or all of the food mascots moving forward are going to be in uniform packaging. So if you look here, Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, all the same size. Even when Barney is a little bit of a smaller figure. So I'm really hoping that they do a reissue of Boo Berry, maybe not glow in the dark, but it's kind of just that, hey, he's the same size, and then boom, I'm right back in there like swimwear. I've got my little you can't see it because it's kind of being blocked, but I've got my little Funko Pop ad icons that those would absolutely go to sale, go to market, and be replaced by having these all lined up, looking just like the top of our refrigerator in the 80s and 90s, just all the sugary cereals lined up and displayed with some of my favorite figures from the old cartoons, right? These were an integral part of each and every one of our childhoods. So, hey, I'm all for it. I'm excited.
Yes. Yep.
I hope we're getting more of these. I'd love to get Lucky the Leprechaun and the good Captain, Captain Crunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he better come with some Smoggies.
You damn right.
Yeah.
There's no Soggies. What are we doing?
Right. I say that every day.
Yeah.
I call them something else on Geek Dad Life After Dark, but for now,
doesn't matter. Tune in to find out. Become a patron now, won't you please?
Yeah, there you go. All righty. So
that's how you sell a Patreon.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Derek.
I said that's how you sell a Patreon.
That is. Come for the exclusive, colorful
Soggy
commentary. Soggy talk.
Hot sog talk. Gross.
Yeah, each license is different. I did see that, Justin Moyhan. Yeah, but it's really cool. So especially with cereal, because you never really know what they're going to do with it. I know a couple of companies in the past, like Plastic Meatball, they've had some Kellogg stuff. I'm thinking, so you've got Post here clearly with the Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. They're going to need a Quaker license in order to get that Cap'n Crunch. Captain, is it Horatio Magellan or Magellan Horatio Crunch?
It's Horatio Magellan.
It's Horatio Magellan. Okay. All right.
I love that
and then
I love it.
Yes, but also, yeah, it's cool that they're kind of jumping around, filling them out. And then that Chester Cheetah, and then even the Flaming Hot variant, like that is how you do a variant, right? The Flaming Hot variant that glows red. It's such a fun line.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. This is in my wheelhouse of what I personally would pick up. So
yeah.
Alrighty.
Jada is killing it in almost every regard. And yes, I finally said their name right. So
there you go.
Pause for applause.
Jesus.
And with that, we are going to move on to probably the most exciting figure that they shared here. I mean, the toy tubes were all abuzz once this was
Happy
revealed.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Right in time for Jay's birthday, right? We got Frosty the Snowman from Rankin Bass. Oh my goodness. How do we feel about this, right? Does this just warm the cockles?
The cockles are warm. Yes.
Yeah, I hope it opens the door for a lot of other Rankin Bass stuff. Like I think this is really cool. In fact, I was talking to someone at the most recent toy show that I went to about how it's like a shame that Rankin Bass doesn't do more with their properties, like toy wise. And here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it.
I love that package too. That old TV. I love. It's very similar to my first television I got. It's rad.
Yeah.
I get so worked up about packaging. I don't know why. Because I'm not a mint and box guy, but man, if you could set something out there with like decent presentation, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just
exciting.
think they need to do more, like everyone's saying, make the magician. Absolutely. If they make more characters, I want more expressions with the rabbit. I think there should be a companion rabbit with every figure if this line continues. Yeah. If it doesn't and it ends here, fine. If you're going to put in Sally and the Magician and Santa Claus, do it. Like, I'm fine with that too. But man,
there needs to be a Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know. There's a lot they can. I just feel like sometimes, like, I know the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I know that one gets a lot of toys, a lot of attention. And I feel like there's still a lot of Christmas specials that do not. This being one of them, a very big prime example. So this one's exciting. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be hot bread, as we say over on Toy Anxiety. This one's going to go.
Yeah, it's exciting. You all touched on the points that I was thinking too. I love how we're kind of dancing around different nostalgic types of packaging, right? So because you've got this TV, and I believe Super 7 did a similar television packaging with their Reaction Sesame Street line with the Big Bird and the Snuffleupagus 2-pass. Snuffleupagus. Ooh, say that 10 times fast. 2-pack. And then did Mojo?
Mojo had some like a TV, but I think the cool part was they had stuff that came in like a remote control, a TV guide, all that kind of stuff. So Mojo did something very similar, but it was just like a box. It wasn't like a clear viewing box like you would like this one and the Big Bird.
Okay. And then, of course, that all goes together. Like, do you stack up your VHS packaging things on top of the TVs for a very interesting nostalgic display? You never know.
Well,
right?
I think this would only come out at Christmas time. I've got figures that only come out around that time. And this will be one of them. And I don't know if I'd keep. I think it'd be fun to have. I don't know if I'd keep it in the box. The box is cool, but that son of a bitch is coming out.
And I know we were talking a lot about other Rankin Bass properties, but one of the things that I'm intrigued by and would like to learn more about is the exact license that Jada has with Rankin Bass, because you know what famous toy properties or cartoon properties also are Rankin Bass related. Derek Hoover might know exactly what I'm referring to.
Oh, but I do. And that's going to be a trio of humanoid delights. That's Thundercats, Silverhawks, and my God, you better believe Tiger Sharks.
Yes. Who's got a tiger by the tail?
Hold on. Tiger Sharks. Cue those trumpets.
Yeah, Derek Hoover is personally responsible for me knowing every single word of the opening theme to Tiger Sharks. But never having watched a single episode. I have never watched a single episode.
I got to give that credit to Dustin. When he finds something to tick on, he starts sliding it in. Sometimes it's Wilford Brimley. Sometimes it's the trailer for Summer of the Monkeys, starring one Wilford Brimley as well. And my God, you will hear Tiger Sharks multiple times throughout a season.
Nice.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Any last notes though about this Frosty? We're all excited. It's cool as can be, right? But
looks
it's
perfect.
Very cool. Yeah.
Perfect.
And the chat's blowing up about the Miser Bros. I hope that happens too. Like,
that would be bad.
Yes, the heat and the cold miser are a must.
That would be perfect.
Alrighty.
I could customize the heat miser into Giorgio Sucros from Ancient Aliens.
Okay. All right. Next up, we've got, as Dole was excited to talk about, so we're going to kick to you first, these Scooby-Doo offerings. This is wave 1 of the Jada Scooby-Doo line, and these are the first showing of the actual production pieces that people are going to get with the pre-orders that they've submitted, available now at Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Go ahead and look around at different toy retailers and pick up a set if you're excited. But Dole, what now? We can go through. Go start listing. Do your thing.
Start listing. Well, these just look awesome. And full disclosure, I'm not a Scooby-Doo guy. I have to say, like, of all the Hanna-Barbera ones, this Scooby-Doo was never really my favorites, but I always enjoyed the movies. Funny enough, I always thought the movies were great. But these toys look so good. Like the monsters, Shaggy looks great. I think Andrew from Getty's Toys mentioned it too. This is something I was talking to Craig about, and I was like, yo, dude, the Gooner in me needs a Velma with the no glasses, squinty eyes, ass up, arched back, looking for her glasses. We need it. She needs to be able to do it. Now, I know they said they are all sculpted and ready to rock. That's what we need. So I'm really hoping that we get that. I'm hoping we get, I want a deluxe Scooby-Doo out of this, like one where the mouth is open really wide with a stack of burgers or sandwiches or whatever.
Ooh,
just like all,
yeah.
like I want like an expression pack for like him and Shaggy, because I think that would be amazing. Yeah, that's a very, yeah, it is. I know what I'm asking for. I know what I'm asking for. But you know, it's
man knows what he
I think
likes.
these are great. Yeah. And I'm really also you know, when this is done, if this does well, I do have a feeling that we will get a mystery machine if these do well. And I think the van is probably more iconic than probably the characters to some people. I'm not going to paint a wide brush with that one, but I know a lot of people really love that van. So, you know, I'm all for this line. I think this is great. I think they all look great. I love that the monsters do have the different portraits so that you can take the mask off, middle and kids, all of that. Yeah. This is great. This is a line that's got a lot. Like this is a line that can go on for a very long time. They can stretch this one out.
It's as evergreen as the property itself. Like, yes. I think 1998 brought Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island out. And from that point on, there has been so much Scooby merchandise released. So many different figures in different sizes, scales, you know, action figures, Imaginext, Lego, all these things. And when I heard that someone was starting over with the Scooby license, I was like, not again. But then I heard it was Jada, and I was like, hold on. And so, like, actually seeing these, I love what they've done. One of my favorite things about the Imaginext was that you could pull like the outer cloak off or whatever, and it would be a person on, you know, underneath it. So I love that you can actually see. And actually, the flip side of some of the Lego heads were the person with the mask. You know, around. Yeah, I love that they're giving this kind of love and detail to it. And yeah, I'm all in on this too.
These are more articulated than the show ever was.
It's so true.
Right? Yeah. Like, I think that's what makes it also so wild and fun, is that these are more posable than the cartoons ever were. Do you think we'll ever see a Scrappy?
I think the world is going. We get one Scrappy. Swear, right? So I think the world loves to shit on Scrappy. I'm not one of those people. I want to see it happen.
Yeah, I do too.
There's plenty of room on everyone's toy shelves.
Yeah,
he's very small.
Yeah,
takes a very, very, very little room. I would like to see this go far enough to get to 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and we get a Vincent Price.
That would be so.
Oh, that would be the end all be all. I think a Hanna-Barbera style Vincent Price. I think that would
kind of need it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Absolutely.
They should just do horror icons. They should do Alfred Hitchcock as, you know, in Hanna-Barbera style. They should just do everybody. Boris Karloff, another one.
Scooby-Doo at the movies. Get us a Phyllis Diller.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. There's Phyllis
I need a Hanna-Barbera John Cena right now.
There you go. John Cena. That's a solid one too. Hanna-Barbera. Yep. We got what else? What else do we got? We got Red Shirt Shaggy.
Yes.
That's a must. Absolutely. And Werewolf Shaggy. We need all the Shaggy.
That was the first DVD I ever owned, the Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf.
Oh. I'm gonna share this, but we're gonna want to keep it away from Harlem Globetrotters, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hex Girls. We're gonna have to keep Dole at bay. I think he's gonna be plenty occupied with the Velma. He seems very excited about that.
We haven't even seen it yet. I'm excited.
Just the idea of it.
Just the idea of a Velma action figure, it's cool.
Yeah. And then right here, this is a solid comment from Space Cowboy, right? The mystery machine would need to have removable wheels and a jack for authenticity, right? It's gotta break down. Hey, maybe the mystery machine even has that vaping technology that like
like the Bowser from Mario?
Koopa had? Yeah, like Bowser, exactly, where you put some water in it. It can create fog on the outside or inside of the van, whichever is good for your display.
It comes
whatever
out
your
from the top of the hood, so that when you open the hood,
Yes.
That
steams
too.
up. And they
There
gotta
you
fix
go.
that too.
Yeah.
So there's
There you
multiple
go.
uses for that. You could choose that. You just choose where the vent goes, out from the
Exactly.
hood, out from the bottom for the fog, or out the back door for Shaggy and Scoob
Chiba.
Absolutely.
and Chester
Perfect
Cheetah.
idea.
Your Jada Chester Cheetah could go in the back.
It's just him, Shaggy, and Scooby just snacks everywhere, giggling.
Yeah,
There
Doesn't
you go.
matter
I
what
kind of
they're
hope
doing.
I hope they do a Scooby Snacks box, like Comic-Con packaging for some sort of exclusive.
Oh, that would be
Ooh.
awesome.
Like, I think
yeah.
that would be fun.
That'd be rad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, what if-
Alrighty, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, sorry, go
I
ahead.
was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, what if this leads to Pup Named Scooby-Doo?
Do it all. Do it all.
Yeah.
That would be
Make all
rad,
of
man.
it.
Because we
know
never
what?
got toys of that, I don't think.
Make everybody mad. Make the new
Yes.
Velma show that totally bombed. Make that too. Do it all.
Yes,
An
Do it
agent
there.
of chaos.
I
Oh.
want to hear their cries of anger.
Yep.
Nourishes me.
Ever the iconoclast. All right.
It's my love
Let me
language.
see. Okay.
The
Yeah.
8-story sandwich. That's what I want to come. That's what I want my Scooby-Doo to come with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that-
Absolutely. Okay. All righty. So we are going to move it right along. Actually, let's go ahead. I'm going to call an audible because time is flying. I tell you what. Let me open
You're the
this
one
up.
that made the giant list of topics, man.
I know. There's so
I knew how
much
this was going to go.
over.
The moment you were like, "Oh, I've got 30 other people coming on the show," I'm like, "Oh, we got a 5-hour show tonight."
Yeah,
Do it.
lots. All right. So let's talk
You did this.
then. You did this to yourself.
Yeah.
Like me on a 3-record night. I did
Yeah.
this.
And on top of that, then you listed what we were going to talk about, setting expectations. If you didn't say anything, we could have ended it at Jada.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to make sure.
God, so new. So new.
Yes, absolutely.
This is
All
Make
right.
Mine Marvel Month 2 all over again, where I made Dustin and Jason record like 5 episodes in one night.
Yeah.
That went over like a lead balloon.
What's going on? Yep. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. Now I'm sharing my screen again. Okay. Now we're pulling it up. Okay. We're moving into Mondo. Let's see. Can we see it? Can we see it? Yes, we can. All right.
Yes.
And here is the latest and greatest in their Real Ghostbusters line. It is Winston. This little dude. You're going to have to forgive me. What's his name? What's that little guy? I know he's got Rosebud.
Rosebud. Isn't it just Rosebud? I just always called it Rosebud Ghost.
I don't think his name is Rosebud. Chat, help me out. What's the name of this dude? It's something
He says
wild.
Rosebud a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Let's call him
Rosebud is
Rosebud
actually
Ghost.
the name of the toboggan.
And then this weird looking dude, continuing the tradition of sizable melon-headed ghost villains. We've got Sandman here.
That's
Okay.
a big dude.
He's a big dude. He's got a big head. Just like, I don't know, that head is, no, I was about to say that head's bigger than Boogeyman, but Boogeyman is like 90% head. So,
Correct.
But, all right, what are we thinking? Are we excited? These are really cool. I'm excited that we're on to the third Ghostbuster. Thoughts? Derek, what are you thinking?
My hot take out of the gate is, for some reason, Sandman reminds me of David Johansen, aka Buster Poindexter. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the
Okay.
smile, but every time I
Okay.
look at him, that's what I think. That's not a bad thing.
Listen to your
I love the
town,
New
zoom
York
in.
Dolls.
Okay.
There's just something about that big grin.
Tiny little beady eyes. Yeah.
I just see David Johansen.
Okay.
These are rad. I wish that I had FU money and I would just be buying these left and right, because these are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous figures. I would love to give all of my money to Mondo, but that's not feasible. But a man can dream. These look great. That Winston looks awesome.
Yep.
Just awesome. Just awesome.
It looks good. Dole, are you collecting these? Did you pick any of these up?
So I picked up Peter because because shipping and everything from Mondo to Canada with everything is so expensive. It's almost double the price. So I only got Peter, even though Egon's my favorite one. I just got Peter. We'll see what happens. Again, I know people at Mondo. I'm pretty sure if I begged and cried, something could come out of it. But my boy, Alex Brewer, who's my co-host on Gotham City Tonight, he's the sculptor and lead on all these things. He is killing it. Like, this is like the dude's living his dream right now. He's got 3 passion projects on the go, and he's getting paid handsomely for all of it.
There you go.
You know, and that includes this Batman, the animated series with Mondo, and as well as X-Men, which I'm sure we're going to get to here shortly as well. The Rosebud episode, great small ghost to pack in here. I know Alex and Peter from Mr. Attack Peter himself. They've both been kind of like really wanting to do that whole collection of ghosts from the opening. So I expect those to come more later down the line, but I was expecting another one in this. So to get a smaller ghost from another episode, again, just more bang for your buck when you're buying. I get it. They're $200. They're not cheap, but man, when you buy all of this together as one, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Amazing. And I'm pretty sure if you tune in on Wednesday on Gotham City Tonight, I am certain that Alex will probably break these down and his choices and what he's doing. So, you know, stay tuned for that, because usually Alex likes to just he gets super excited to talk about it. So be sure to check that out on Wednesday.
All right. Fantastic. Well, we appreciate that. We're going to have to move right along. But before we do, so again, Sandman, Winston, this is the 2-pack. 2-packs usually go for about $200. Winston will be available individually for about $100. And for those of you who didn't join episode 22 of Mondo's Toy Talk, go to their YouTube channel and check it out, because you will see a special reveal of the packaging for the 2-packs and the packaging for the single packs. So that if you are a Mint in Box collector, you can take a look at those, see what kind of tickles your fancy. But again, I'm going to guide everybody after the stream is done, of course, don't leave now, to go check out the Mondo Toy Talk episode 22, which is they're talking about a lot of their WonderCon exclusives, and then they revealed the real Ghostbusters packaging. Moving right along, I actually got a message. I saw it in the chat from Mr. Brick something. So I'm going to share some additional detailed photos. Hold on real quick. I'm pulling it up. Boom, in the Discord, because now we're talking Thundercats. And it's
props to Mad Hatter Reviews for a great video on this.
Yes.
So be sure to check that channel out as well.
Yes. So lots of fun folks who have been sharing. Yeah, just pause for the cause. Toy Shiz, Toy News Eye, Toy Arc, who else? I know Toy Migo stream. So many people who are actually on site there at WonderCon, and broadcasting to us in the comfort of our homes so that we can talk about toys and enjoy it. And it's like we're there on the floor. So just want to give them all a big shout out. If you're not unfamiliar with any of the names I listed, please go check out their channels, and check out they're just different websites that they provide all this great toy news and information. All right. That being said, we're talking Mumra. Look at this guy. This is the close to the production piece, I believe, if not the actual piece that everybody's going to get. I think I saw in the in an interview with Hector. Let's see. Whoo! Ooh, man. Look at that. He's just so nice. Derek, I know you were talking. You're a big fan of Rankin Bass. You personally have met and are friends with the voice of Lion-O.
Yeah, hometown boy made good. I'm gonna have to start selling feet pics.
Oh,
because this is awesome. It's awesome. God, man.
There's another head sculpt that is it's too good. Oh man,
he's so cool looking, man.
Yes,
it's so
looks
cool.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was who? Tommy Hodges and who else? Dang it, I don't know who the other artist is. But man,
they
great.
They did an amazing job, because I mean, this is just it's painfully good.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
I
soft
love
goods,
the-
the sculpt, the
yep.
muscles. God, it just looks great.
This
Absolutely.
actually gets me more like, I think the villains in this line are what's going to like do it for me. Like as much as I want like Lion-O and Panthro and Chitara and all of them, man, just having the villains, I think having like Jackal, Vultureman, Slythe, right? Like done in this style. Like imagine how big Slythe is going to be. He's going to be like 40 pounds.
Chunky
Huge.
boy.
Right? He's a big boy.
Yeah.
So I hope they really do him justice as well, because you know that's coming. Like he has to.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Right?
to see their take on
So-
Monkeyin as well. Right. He might have similar teeth to this,
Yeah,
but
right?
Monkeyin, yeah, he's a favorite of mine. So.
Right?
Yeah.
And the Robo Bears, is that what they're called? Robo Bears?
Robears.
Burbles? Oh no,
Robears?
Robears.
Burbles.
Burbles? Something?
Burbles,
Whatever.
Yeah, Robears was something else. Sorry.
Because you know what? Those are going to be awesome if they ever get to them. Not obviously they're not super important to make right away, but if they get there, I think that might be the gateway drug, because those things were always like so weirdly, they're this weird mixture of like cute and also creepy and weird. So they blend well in that respect. So I would love to have one of those.
They are the
Yeah.
love children of C-3PO, and that's it. Robert Burble. Yeah, God bless it. Yeah, they're the love children of C-3PO and the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Some things happen
Oh,
after Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah. I love them.
Speaking of burbles, somebody actually called it out. Moving on right here to Chitara.
Oh,
Who
I
right
didn't
here has a Robo
picture.
or Robert bill.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
check this
yeah.
little guy.
So
Here
you're
we
telling
go.
me I get Chitara and a Burbell?
You eating
Yes.
good, Bo? You eating good?
Oh, damn.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's one.
Knife,
buying
fork,
that.
tucking shirt. You're eating good, babe.
Yeah, I'm buying that. This is for me.
Absolutely.
I don't
Yep.
care if anyone else buys it. This is for me. I'm letting you have this. This is my gift to you, technically.
All right. We've also got production shots of. Ooh. Let's see.
Who's that?
Carnage from the Spider-Man, the animated series, their 1/6 line. Woo! We are trucking right along.
Yep.
It looks
Coming.
cool.
Like you stepped right out of the cartoon.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to
Yeah.
see what the exclusive is going to be.
Ooh,
'Cause
it's
you know
got to
gonna
be
have, like,
some of the
open
different.
mouth.
Yeah. Some
Well, I think the
symbiote
open mouth
shapes.
will probably
Like
come
his
with the
hands.
basic line. I bet you the basic will still have an open screaming mouth.
Yeah. I think we're
but
getting a
see, like,
Cletus. The
right,
Cletus
maybe a
Cassidy
Cletus
head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking like,
Yeah,
oh,
here we
oh,
go.
there it is.
I didn't
Here we
see
go.
these.
Boom.
The only
Oh,
one
man.
people sent me was an announcement of a new line that's coming. I didn't
Okay.
see the rest of these.
Oh,
So there
I
you
love
go.
it.
Here's the Carnage, the full layout, the render. So they had the render that they shared during their reveals talk, and then of course they had the production piece there. But looking here at the render of all the different pieces, I could see them picking and choosing one of these head sculpts, a few of these symbiote, weapons, if you will, to be an exclusive, or maybe this is the basic and they include some additional things. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think this figure looks incredible. Like all the accessories that come with it. I want all of that. Like it looks really good. I don't know how he actually holds any of it, because none of the hands look like fists necessarily, but
Well, he doesn't hold it. His arms actually, like you pull off
Oh,
the
it
forearm, and then
pulls-
that's what it
okay,
looks
okay.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Except
would
for the
make sense.
shield. I mean, the shield probably has like a hand that can slide in behind it, but
Yeah,
for the most part, it looks like his arms turn into those weapons.
that's even better. Yeah, I dig
Yeah.
it.
Hey, did we see
There you
this? Blake, Toy Collector Magazine, who's also down in Toylanta, by the way, on the weekend. Subscribers of Toy Collector knew about Chitara 2 months ago.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
so if you really want to be on the cutting edge, everybody needs to get in their subscriptions to Toy Collector
Yeah.
Magazine.
Mhm.
What were you thinking, people?
Come on, get your lives together.
Come on.
Right?
But that
Kevin,
does
toying
actually
around
bring up.
as well. Someone needs to stop Mondo. They're putting out too much good shit. I agree. I think it's time. I had a whole plan to get Peter canceled.
Do we need to stop them from putting things out that are good, or do we need to exercise a little more self-control? Right?
Right?
Do we
Well, no.
have some discipline? Respect yourselves, people.
The latter sounds like too much work on my part. So
It's easier to cancel somebody.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we want the company to go under. Yeah, there we go. No, never.
Work on myself? No.
Yeah.
But I
Sounds
did
like
so.
a fool's game.
If we do go back, one thing that I didn't see that I will be interested to see on Chitara is if we get some toe articulation, because so far we haven't seen toe articulation, right? And there are some
Do they
speed
usually?
effects right here. Say again.
Do they usually?
I don't think they do, like on their 1/6 line. Like I don't think Spider-Man has toe articulation.
Yeah.
I don't think so. So that's why I'm thinking it might not have toe articulation. And is that going to be an issue though with getting Chitara in some running poses?
Oh, maybe. That's it.
Mm.
Everyone,
Just a thought.
message Peter.
This could
Make it
be the
happen.
first figure that, I mean, if there's ever a figure that needs it, your speedsters need to have toe articulation. So even if you don't do it for the whole thing, all right, we'll talk a little bit about it later. But I know Superman the animated series, along with Batman the animated series, and Flash did make a couple of different appearances. I don't know if that's a different license, but if Flash does show up as part of their 1/6 lines, Flash is going to need toe articulation. So why not start here? Boom. With Chitara, the first speedster. Well, not the first speedster, but the first speedster in the big 1/6 line, right?
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Does she
Yeah,
come
what are
with
we
a pack-in toddler Lion-O?
She
that what I saw
does,
there?
not a toddler, a baby lion.
Oh, now I have to buy it.
He's just a little baby right there.
Little baby.
He's just a little guy.
I'm just a
Same
baby.
thing.
He's just a baby.
I'm just
Yep.
a baby.
There you
Same
go.
outfit
All in the
too. He
purple
just
stuff.
grew into it.
Yeah. It's magical material.
I
What
want
can I
that
say?
bear.
Unstable molecules.
Yes.
Moving on down the line, I know this is a personal favorite of Mr. Ryan Dole in Mondo's Menagerie of Mutants.
Mm.
It's Nightcrawler from X-97. What are we thinking? How are we feeling?
Well, I lost my shit. This is perfect. I can't wait to see the other head sculpts because I know that they're doing ones in different styles.
Yes.
So one will look like 92. This one looks like 97, and then they'll do I think there's one more, and I can't remember if that was
A video
Pride
game,
of the X.
I believe.
I think Pride of the X-Men might be that one will be exclusive down the line, more
That's
than
cool.
likely, because that's what they're doing
Okay.
with all of them. Anything that's kind of
That makes sense. Yeah.
Pride of the X-Men, they seem to be exclusives. But scroll down.
Scroll down.
Faster.
Scrolling down. Right. Faster. Boom. This little guy right here.
Oh, you cut off. So, to me, this is the biggest deal out of the whole set. Right here. The tail holding the sword looks so good.
Wow.
This right here, this Banff doll
Just a little bit.
is something that clearly got put in there for me. Because this is something I have talked to Alex about on the side, on the show, of just like, yo, you guys need to put out like a soft vinyl Banff. Like a larger one, soft vinyl, just do it. Just get me a Banff. Someone make me a Banff. And I've done this to Ryan Ting as well, where I was like, can you guys just make a plush Banff? Can we get Marvel Legends plushes? And he's like, well, that's a whole different, you need a different contract for us to do plushes. So I was like,
Ooh.
well, I'll ask Mondo to do it. Now, I still haven't gotten my Banff plush, but I'm getting a Banff doll accessory, which means that he has to make Kitty Pryde at some point. So now I know I'm going to be getting my Kitty Pryde at some point, because you can't do this and not have Kitty Pryde. This is not Star Wars, Black Series or Vintage Collection where you get all the droids for a character, but not the character that goes with the droid. No. I'm not going to let that happen. You're going to get a Kitty Pryde. By hell or high water, I will make that happen. And
So somebody, sorry, I cut you off.
yeah,
Please
no,
continue.
but I'm very excited. The Banff is so exciting to me because I also am a huge fan of the Cockrum 4 issue miniseries where we see the Banffs for the first time, like a Smurf village.
Yeah.
So good. I love it. This toy is perfect. Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
buying it. You can't stop it.
And so Dole's excitement for the Banff actually just answered a previous question that I had, as people are pointing out in the chat. There's toe articulation right here on that little guy. You see that little guy right there? Oh my goodness.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah, but Nightcrawler is special.
Say that again.
Nightcrawler is special.
Nightcrawler is special. He's special.
So he gets the works. That's how it goes.
He does. Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
And also, look at this guy.
Mhm.
Boom. Another X-Men character, a villain, if you will. Is he a villain, or does he just want to see Scott and Jean get together and have a love child, right? I mean, he wants to do weird things with the kid, but it's Mr. Sinister. Here we go.
I mean, it's in the name. I think he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
No? Can you?
Mister.
Like, it's like, have you ever met a Hitler that was like good? I don't think you have. Like, look, I'm George Hitler. I'm from Virginia. I just sell carpet. I have carpet samples. I'm just a regular guy. No one's ever heard of that. No one.
I can safely say I've never met a Hitler, so I feel like I'm winning right now.
Same here. I do now. I'm kind of thinking about, like, if Mr. Sinister does have like a teenage son somewhere, and when they call him Mr., he's like, "Hey, I'm not Mr. That's my dad." Right?
I'm Steve Sinister.
Separate himself. I'm Steve.
The name is just Steve Sinister. Okay. I work in accounting at Caterpillar. Okay. I'm just trying to live my life, man. That's my dad. That's his whole thing. Okay. We don't talk.
That's his thing. I've gone no contact with him. I just want to be my own man.
I just want to attend one Sinister Thanksgiving. That's all. I just want to see it happen. That's it.
So, Steven, how's Deborah? All right, we're leaving. Get the kids.
There's a part of me, though, that wishes this figure came with a tank of like boiling goop to throw babies in. Right? I think that's the one thing that this is missing, especially if they're doing X-Men 97. We just need to just drop that baby in the soup, you know?
Oh no, poor baby Lion-O.
Hot water for
poor
baby.
Lion-O.
Poor baby Lion-O.
Keep baby Lion-O away from Sinister.
Oh no. Oh no.
Actually, he could be a product of Sinister. That's how cat people came to be. There it is. Origin story right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think the figure looks great, though, with what we're seeing in this render anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. This is great. This is beautiful.
It's all just so much toy news. Just such a great time to be a collector. So many fun things happening. It's just awesome. All righty. I know now we're moving into MOTU from Mondo Offerings. I'm going to pull up a lot of Brick's messages too, because he's there in person. Our man on the ground, who's got really good pictures. Woo! Look at this. This is the deluxe She-Ra and Swiftwind. Look at him.
We know Dole's in for this. It's got a horse.
Yeah, it's got a horse.
It's got these little dudes here.
Yeah, Lukey. Yeah, dude, this is great.
Baby
this is
Swiftwind.
another, again, Mondo. Like, I can't wait for the first set of photos of like pro photos that come out with this, because you know they're gonna do one of She-Ra versus Scareglow on the Nightmare. Right? Like,
yes.
you know they're gonna do that. And it's gonna be badass. And we're all gonna go, we should have bought the other goddamn horse. And then now there's this horse. Right? God, goddamn pony club over at Mondo. We gotta get in. All right. So I think this is great because again, colors are beautiful. They're striking. Just again, this team, knocking it out of the park, man. This is beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
She-Ra looking
Agreed.
good, and she comes with a couple of other outfits. If I remember correctly, she's got 2 other outfits,
Cool.
which is perfect because I know my wife actually has a rule. It's going to upset some of you collectors that if the figure is above 10 inches tall or greater than 10 inches tall, sorry to break the news to you, it's a doll. And this
I'm
one
fine with that.
though,
That's what I call my hot
Yeah.
toys.
It's fine.
exactly. And
Mhm.
so this one
Premium
coming
dolls.
though with the alternate dresses. I mean, it's really cool. It's a really cool figure, especially for the 40th anniversary of She-Ra. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great.
Hey, if she doesn't come with a comb that is to scale for you, well, maybe
Mhm.
just Gary and Garrett Hoover,
There it is.
right? But I think we should, I think it should come with the comb, the
Mhm.
replica comb for our
Yeah.
our beards
That would be
and
really cool.
eyebrows. And Gary has this long, luscious
Who,
romance
me?
cover,
Uh,
romance novel cover hair.
Mm.
Keep the shirt closed though.
Yeah, wear a blouse.
Yeah.
I don't want to
wear
be a
deep V, I
pirate.
wear a no deep V's, only high U's on me. So
Oh no,
Okay.
get the deepest of these,
Yeah.
like down to your belly button.
Whoa.
Now that's a deep V.
Okay,
That
slow
is a
down
deep
there,
V.
Vampirella.
No,
like
No.
that Luke Skywalker figure.
yes,
That was
exactly,
forced. Yeah.
exactly.
I love that figure. No, it's great. I love this. I'm happy that they're
I
getting
love
into
this figure.
She-Ra. Yeah,
Mhm.
I love this. I know they still got more He-Man, and I think we'll get to Manny Faces here in a second.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm bringing up
man,
next.
this
Here we
gives
go.
me hope
Boom.
for Hordak as well, because I want to see Mondo do like Hordak and Grizzlor and Montana. I'm
Oh,
listing
those would
again.
just look insane, but so good too. If they did
That
those,
looks so good. Yep. But 12 faces. You get 12 faces.
Well, faces
is
with this
many
Manny
faces.
faces.
That's awesome.
That's many faces for Manny faces.
that
That's
first
so
face
cool.
looks like a real angry Pete Rose.
Dude,
But I'm for it.
I'm for it. Yeah, I'm here for it.
That's actually isn't that part of his backstory, right? After
He was very angry,
being rejected from acceptance into the Hall of Fame for years after years, he just kind of
But now
becomes a
he's in the
villain.
MOTU Hall of Fame.
Yes, he got rejected
Okay.
from the Baseball Hall of Fame, so then he started doing dinner theater on Eternia.
He did Hordak?
Bing bang bong, he's fighting Skeletor.
Bingo, bango, bongo. This is a good one of the actual mini comics actor who, converted. But yeah, this is. I've never seen it because I was unaware of the mini comics, and so yeah, this is just it's cool to see. Never really thought
I love
about
the
him
mini
having a
comics.
human head. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That looks so good. I can't wait to see it all colored up.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll close that
Just
up.
the
Let's
detail they
see.
put in the
Go
things, from the feathers on
here.
Swiftwind to the gear on him. Like, God, the work they put into these.
Yep.
Yeah, it's insane.
Woo.
Look
Now
at that
here we
beefy
are.
boy.
Look at him. He's beefy. Right there with his loin pouch. It is 2000X. Coin purse. There you go. Call it whatever you want. Right.
Mhm.
But it's He-Man. He-Man 2000X. People have been
Cold
waiting
on
for this.
Eternia.
It is very cold on Eternia. Right?
Doink,
In
doink.
case he loses his axe, he will slice you with these little guys.
And that is rock hard party nipples, is what that is.
Nice.
So what are we thinking? Does this live up to the hype? Does this meet your dreams and expectations? Sorry, I saw this from Flash.
Yam bag. Yes. Oh, that is entering my
Oh, yeah.
lexicon. Like, yeah, I got to go to the doctor. I'm starting to have some aches and pains in my yam bag. Know what I'm saying?
Boba Fett is He-Manny fanny pack. I love it. It is
There you go.
fantastic. But let's talk about the sculpt. Let's be serious and just marvel at this just masterful example of Motu.
If we're being serious, I really have to consider what the going rate is for couples feet pics.
Well, we gotta see what the price is gonna be, right? Like it's. I think these will.
It's gonna have to be selling feet pics for both of us. That's what the price is gonna be.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was just like, because I'm kind of wondering what's gonna happen there with, with these prices, because I know they're probably gonna be a little less than Ghostbusters, but they could end up being something very similar. Maybe. I actually have no idea. I should just ask somebody at Mondo. I wish I knew somebody.
Well, yeah, if only you knew somebody.
Only you knew someone. Yeah.
If only I knew someone. But it was just, but I think this is awesome. I don't know if I will get this. I think in a line like this, because I don't have a lot of real estate space to put more toys in a new collection. However, if they do a Buzz Off or like Clawful or like, depending on how Skeletor looks, I could see myself cherry picking from this line.
Yeah.
But I also understand this is everything at Mondo is, if you want more, you got to buy this. I'm going to play chicken with that. And I'm going to let the real fans of Motu buy these so that I can cherry pick what I need down the line. So,
yeah.
Can we please? Yeah, no, that's good. Can we please pause just for the artistry and Brick Something's photos that he's given? Just this angle, right? He knew what the people wanted, right? Sell the sizzle, not the steak. He's trying to get way down there.
Dude, I'm going to do my laundry on this toy.
That's gonna be how I grind my peppers.
I need to work out. I need to just hit the gym. Oh my goodness, this is
Quip, let's be accountability buddies, because I recently saw some pictures from Henry's birthday party, and oh boy,
need to get on it.
Yeah,
gotta fight that geek dad bod. Yeah.
I wonder if push-ups.
I wonder if the front fanny pack will be removable when all is said and done, or if it's gonna permanently be attached.
I think Mondo should make that life size as well, and they should sell those.
Oh, life-size replica. There you go.
I want a life-size replica of the fanny of the what someone called it a He-Manny fanny pack.
He-Manny
fanny
pack.
That was super clever.
Yes.
That was good.
Copyright, yeah.
Yeah, copyright that now, dude.
And then here with the battle axe, I've always preferred He-Man with the axe. I know sword of power, it's important. He's got it. That's what he holds up. But there's just something cool about a barbarian with an axe, right?
That's the Conan sickness we got.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what that's from. But yeah, I agree with you. I love him. I like him better with the axe as well.
I love the detailing on the back of the loincloth. Whatever you call that. His butt. I love the detailing on his butt. Like, that looks really
fuzzy.
Almost lifelike.
His cake, his booty.
Yeah.
Is it flocked?
Like a fabric.
Almost.
Soft goods booty.
Soft goods booty. That's the name of my band.
Nice. What I say every time Shauna gets ready for bed, like, ooh, soft goods booty. Love my wife.
Absolutely. That's good. It is important to love your wife. And we love these figures. Now,
yes.
That's a segue.
Getting back into these, we've got Clawful, who, did I mishear? Did anybody else listen to the panel and hear that there was potentially going to be a 2-pack? With
no, I missed all of this. I said, the only thing that anyone sent me was the announcement of Superman, because that means I'm going to get my Lois Lane figure. That's another one I'm going to fight for as well.
Brick Something confirming that the loincloth is indeed fabric and fur. It's fluff. Wow.
Shorts with the fur.
Do the boots also have fur?
Oh, let me go back.
Oh.
Do they? No, it looks like they're more wraps. Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the fur goes, between those wraps. You ever think of that?
Possible.
All right.
Maybe. Clawful, though.
What scale
Here
is
we
this
go.
bad boy? Yeah, what scale is this?
This is 112. This is the 6 inch. This is the part of the 2000X line.
Yeah, say it in English. 6 inch, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Not this
You're in Canada.
scales that
We're talking about American measurements, though.
America.
Hey man, gotta get with it. I gotta start either learning American or Russian. It's gotta be one or the other.
Pick one. Greenland, you're next.
And freedom units. It is 6 freedom units tall.
We're gonna change the name to Red, White, and Blue Land.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Nope. Not doing that, Derek.
Oh, and a Skeletor too?
Skeletor.
Well, we knew Skeletor
yes,
was
they
coming.
revealed
It
a
had to be
Skeletor
coming.
for the 112 line. Look at all his various sundries. Yep.
Oh, man.
That's a lot of sundries.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
He looks
And
great.
last but not least, hold on. What did I do?
Clawful again?
Clawful again. It's
Clawful
Clawful.
You liked him the first time, you'll love him the second time. It's a double dip of waffle. I'm sorry.
1 sec. I'm gonna pull him up. It's actually
Man, he looks so good.
he does. He does.
See, the villains are gonna like be amazing in this line. Not that the heroes won't be, but the villains are gonna be like the villains and the creatures are gonna be the shining stars of this lineup.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
Evil Lynn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Which character is that again? I can't remember.
Who?
Yeah. Evil Tim? Is that what you said? Evil Tim? Yeah.
Sounds like a bad dude.
Yeah.
He's a bad dude. All right, here we go. I got it now. Sorry about the mix-up. Oh, it's actually Man-at-Arms.
Nice.
Boom.
I love the
Well,
2000X design on Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
These
2000X
look
design for him was
phenomenal.
just rad.
Yep.
Yeah. It's super cool. Do you know what I wish they all came with? This is now me nitpicking.
Go
I
ahead.
kind of wish they came with twirling versions of their weapons. Because if anyone remembers anything from the 2000X cartoon, they were
Yes.
always twirling those things like batons.
Heck yeah.
Right? Like they were
Like
at
a bunch of
they were at
drum
the
majors
front of the
just
parade
ready to go.
Yeah, they were so because I think what was it? Mofex did that with Nightwing. You could have like his fight sticks and they were twirling, so it looked like they
Yeah.
were. I kind of wish the weapons did the same thing for these.
Oh, that would be bad.
Because everyone is always spinning, acting
Yeah.
like Anakin versus Obi-Wan, and again, not me making fun of it. I love it because it got me jazzed up all the time. I'd be like, "Ah, this is the best."
Yeah. They
Everybody,
start twirling those weapons. You're sitting there like, oh, shit's about to get
Dude.
real. Okay.
I'm not sitting there. I am drop kicking invisible ninjas off the couch. That's how excited I am. It's the best.
Yeah, I actually
That's what
just started watching the 2000X cartoon in preparation for the show this week. I had never watched it before. I mean, I was somewhat aware of it. I was aware of the toys, but in watching it, I've watched like the first 2 episodes, and I'm into it. One of the things that I really appreciate
It's
is,
really good.
at least from the Filmation, what was always funny to me was, okay, He-Man, and Prince Adam. They're identical. Like, it's not even a whole Superman Clark Kent
No.
type deal where he's wearing
can't
glasses.
see
I mean,
it.
literally, it's changing his clothes.
One
He
just
puts on
gets
a
naked.
harness. Like, that's
Yeah.
and nobody knows, or they keep
Yeah.
it a secret. It's
There's
But
no
to
way
have-
Prince Adam would be wearing bondage out in public. So that's clearly
why
not
would he do
him.
that? That's not him.
He's a prince.
But 2000X kind of fixes or addresses that nitpick, right? Of, hey, here you have a real transition where, okay, he's Prince Adam, average teenage boy, right? Well, not average because he's royalty, right? But
Right.
he gets the powers of Grayskull, and boom, becomes. So that right there, I was like, okay, I dig it. And then, like you said, even the action sequence, and then filling in some of the lore, borrowing from, I'm sure, some of the mini comics, right, just to kind of tell the story and flesh it out a little more.
Yeah.
I'm
The world
enjoying
building
it.
with that was amazing. They really did a good job. It's a shame that it was kind of done dirty the way it was. Like, Cartoon Network constantly bounced it around. It was hard to find it. And just like what didn't help either was like people just griping about it. Like you just pointed out the Adam and He-Man difference. Like they addressed it and made them look different. For some reason, people were angry about that. But
yeah, some folks are gonna.
People just like to be angry. Whatever.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
Yep.
Enjoy your
I
ulcer.
like things, though.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's transition now. We'll talk a little bit about some other properties, which they teased, they kind of hinted at, or they revealed these properties, but they didn't show us additional information. So you were just talking about 2000X being from Cartoon Network. Here's another Mondo Squads offering. It's Over the Garden Wall, another property that I'm less familiar with. If I understand it, there's gnomes involved.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, I know character
right.
designs. I know imagery, but I've never really paid much attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never watched it either. It's kind of, but I
So
know.
I'll be excited to see more.
I'm not completely oblivious.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned it earlier, Superman the Animated Series. This will go great with the Batman the Animated Series. So if they continue in the tradition of their other Warner Brothers properties, then this, of course, undoubtedly is going to be fantastic. Topher, I see you in the chat. Mondo is, so we'll talk about it. Mondo is doing a, it's a Sofubi line. And it is a homage to the old Kenner Alien toys. And they're offering them very similar to what they're doing. Excuse me. Very similar to what they're doing with the Playmates Ninja Turtles line. They're doing that for the Kenner Aliens. I don't have the images queued up, but I did see it. It's gonna be interesting, right? Has anybody else seen those Sofubi offerings? Right, there one's going to be Mantis, and I believe another one's. I think they said they're even going to be glow in the dark. Right?
Wow.
Glow in the dark.
So. Yeah. That one got past me.
I don't care. Glow in the dark.
Yeah. That is a quick way to hook me in. If it's translucent or glow in the dark, like all right, I'm listening.
Yep.
Okay. I know it was in Hatter's video. I want to pull it up. Yeah. Where is it?
Too many videos.
And we love them all.
God, Hatter, stop making content. It's too much.
It's too much. Heaven forbid we show self-control. No. Hey, do this. See, it hurt us talking about how we need to. It was like, hey, you're looking a lot of that He-Man. Yeah, you got to get on it, man. Just get your life together. But let's do this together. This is what we're going to be doing on After Dark.
Tune in.
We're all going to work out and become jacked Santa Clauses that cut people's elbow.
Yeah. Let's see. See if I could scrub through. Did I go past it already? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Yeah.
Dude,
Boom. These
here we got a pink one. We got a pink one
Good.
over here, and then we go over here. We got one of these green ones. I think that's what Hatter sounds like.
Look at this stuff right over here. Isn't it great?
Right. Well, he's from New York, but now he's been in Los Angeles for so long. He kind of sounds like a New York mixed with Californians. So it's...
What are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we get the green one. Which one do we like? Do we like? Oh, which one? Which one do we like? Look, okay, Topher. There we go. Nothing else matters, but these toys. Okay, so I think we know what his vote's going for. Yeah, and they also mentioned the fact that they have the Predator license. So buckle up, Buttercups, because there's going to be all sorts of fun Xenomorph and Predator action to be had in the world of soft vinyl.
I'm going to say that both of these are beautiful, and if you ask me to pick one, I'm not going to do
it.
Hang on,
you don't have to.
I love that.
Why not buy both?
This is like the third time this has been brought up today.
The strength.
Yeah, this is the third time this has got brought up today, and it makes me laugh every time. That Spider-Man cameo during the She-Ra reveal. Every time. It's so funny. Hatter killed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, only the pink one glows according to Topher. So.
Only the pink one glows. Okay, all right. So the pink one's the glow in the dark variant.
Okay.
All right.
I like
Talking
it.
about things that matter. I'm going to close this up.
So these are
And-
chunky, somewhat translucent, and one glows in the dark.
Yes.
This is a perfect storm for me.
Yeah, I need a Jacob Walsh or a Attack Peter here to explain if that pink one counts as like a cherry blossom variant.
No, it's Sakura. Sakura is the colorway that they, because I thought it was cherry blossom.
Do you
too,
know
but
what
apparently-
Sakura means? It means cherry blossom.
Oh,
But,
word? Cool. Playing up. Come on.
As a
Get it
heads up.
together. There you go. Appreciate it. So there you go. It's cherry blossom. So I was confused by that though, because they called the UFO, the Godzilla UFO, cherry
Oh.
blossom.
Say
Ah.
his name and he appears.
Here we go.
Peter.
Attack Peter.
It's actually based on a real praying mantis color.
Ooh, speaking of Attack Peter, perfect. I wanted to highlight this. This is what I was excited about. Look, he just showed up. Bam.
Ooh.
Let's talk about this little guy for a second. This lino cut Attack Peter Godzilla to go with the Mecha Godzilla that he did. That's a thing of beauty.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thing's
You
awesome.
need this. You need this if you have. And so this is kind of, I have collecting rules that I've mentioned, and that we'll talk about more on GDL After Dark tonight. I really want to hunt down the Attack Peter Takaro, but the original one, not the Miami Vice color variant, but the original, just black and white one that was from the Kickstarter, because I found out about it 2 years after it was already closed. I was under a rock. So, but having your Takaro, your black and white Takaro, go with this guy right here, I mean, it's a thing of beauty.
This one comes with multiple heads as well.
It
I
does.
believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the
Oh, there it
I
is.
don't
So you
know
could
if
kind of
it's
see them.
There we go. There we go.
Um,
Boom.
Yeah.
But these are, and the fact they're all done in Peter style, which by the way translates. It's so, when you ever take a look at Peter's like prints, and then you see it get transformed into 3D, you're wondering what kind of witchcraft and Satanism was worshipped in order for that to happen. But it does. His work translates so well into 3D, and the head that they put on the display model as well, it's like so freaking adorable somehow. It's so good.
Mhm.
It's so good. This
Little
is
guy. Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah,
This
that
is great.
face is very, very cute.
It is. I love it.
All right. And because folks are such big fans, right here, you'll get a little shot of the backside of He-Man over here making a cameo. But now this
Rudy!
I like. Yeah. Then even this fire effect, which is what they teased on the Mondo Talk episode 22. Again, everybody check it out after the stream's done. To just get even closer up on some of these figures and get some additional details. But he hinted at this. So, or this was the teaser, but that he ultimately just said, hey, boom. All right.
Yeah, this
Let's
is great.
see. Okie dokie. I think that about covers a lot of the reveals from Mondo. So we've gone through Jada, we've gone through Mondo, and we're 4 minutes over. But at least I wasn't late.
Shots fired.
Ooh.
Wow.
So,
Ooh.
but hey, still running a little late. Hey, this was a shocker. Don't know if it's going to be Page Punchers. Don't know if it's going to be 7-inch because his markings are all over the place. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming from McFarlane. I remember there was some rumblings about some listings that were at Target. People had the codes, all sorts of super duper sleuths who were identifying things like that. But here we have Ninja Turtles, fall of 2025. It's been a while. It's in the Todd wheelhouse of putting out figures that we have plenty of, but this is a different iteration. So
I'm
what are
surprised
we
he didn't
thinking
do
right now about these
Scooby-Doo.
turtles?
I mean, I feel like these are probably page punchers. They look like they're super limited POA, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I don't
They're
know. These,
renders.
honestly, when it comes to the IDW style turtles,
Mhm.
I think I would rather buy the ones from Loyal Subjects.
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
gonna throw that out there.
I don't
That's
know
just
what
me.
Todd.
It's just personal taste.
Yeah, I don't know what Todd can do that will make me interested in yet another Ninja Turtles line. But he may surprise me.
Maybe.
Oh.
Moving right along, though, because there's plenty of turtle talk. But now let's talk Mortal Kombat. This is what people were really excited about. And what's exciting to me about this particular showing, so we've seen these figures before that were revealed by McFarlane, but I believe they were revealed at Toy Fair. But what we didn't see was this backdrop, which also doubles as a figure stand, right? So that's a very interesting inclusion in these multi-packs that kind of makes them, compete. People are looking at, of course, the old rivalry Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat or NetherRealm fighting engines, right? What are we thinking? Dole, you were saying.
I am going to buy these, keep the backdrop, and I'm going to give away the figures.
Oh, what are you going to do with the backdrop then? I'm just curious. Is that a surprise?
But no, I'm just going to display the backdrop.
Keep the backdrop? Is this where Velma's going to go?
Cool, if they're doing like Mortal Kombat 2, like the backdrops and stuff with like the living forest and the gateway and all that kind of stuff, I am all for this. And then I will keep these so that hopefully down the line somebody else makes highly articulated soft goods, the whole bit, Jada style Mortal Kombat figures. That's why I want backdrops. It's kind of like a safety net, a just in case for later on. That's all it is. That's all it is. And look, if you love these, if these are your type, you're like 7-inch, yeah, no soft goods, yeah. If that's your thing, if that's your jam, dudes, I'm so stoked for you because these figures, as they are, I actually do think they look great. We'll get to those in a second. But I think they look great. And you know what? They're just not. It's weird. It's like once you get past 7-inch and you're just like, if your base character start at 7, I feel like, well, at this point, I'll just get 1/6 scale. Like, I'll just start getting these from Storm Collectibles instead. Yeah, they cost like 3 times as much, but they look nicer. And if I'm like, and they also take up a lot of real estate as well. So it's always like, I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't expect people to agree. I know that I'm kind of on left field and that's a nitpick on my end. And, but man, if these are for you and this is your jam, congratulations. You're about to get some badass looking Mortal Kombat figures.
There we go.
Yep.
But these not being Dole's jam, we do know what is his jam, right? We cannot have an appearance. Well, no, we can have an appearance of Dole where we don't talk about superpowers, but we can't talk about superpowers without having an appearance of Dole. So here we are. We're talking superpowers. Everybody collectively sigh.
Well, hey, they made Animal Man. We got Dead Man. Now,
they did.
Those are two great. Those are great. I think that's great to add to the line. I think the collective sigh comes from the, 4 dudes. Again, I think not too worried about the cyborg. I mean, like,
well, you have the official,
I'll end up getting
one, right?
all of these, but I think they said like they're going to do a vac metal cyborg as well, but he's not going to have the interchangeable hands.
Yeah.
He's not going to come with the accessories, right? That's what I'm saying, right? There's no women. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. There's like, I want to be excited for these, but every time they release a wave and there's no Black Canary, right? There's no Vixen, there's no Zatanna, no Power Girl, no Supergirl, no Catwoman, no Ivy. I just kind of get like deflated. I'm listening.
Nary a gypsy.
Right? Yeah. Right? Gonna have to.
Derek, I know.
It's like he heard the complaints, and his response is to give us 4 dudes, 2 of them having man in their actual name.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to call this line Superpowers anymore. I'm going to call this line Michaela. Now, you may be asking yourself, why on earth would you do such a thing? Well, let me tell you why I would do such a thing. There was a gal I dated named Michaela. And Lord, did I love to give her chances. And a lot of it was because I was young and there was a certain aspect of our relationship that, oh boy, it was a lot of fun. But God bless it, did I give her a lot of chances. And I've given this line a lot of chances. And much like Michaela, here's a lot of dudes. And I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. So I'm reminded of the last time that I gave her a chance. We were standing in my kitchen, and sure enough, she blew that last shot, and I just looked at her very calmly and said, you know what? I think it's time we reevaluate the nature of this relationship.
Geek Dead Therapy. You know what? And that's when Derek Hoover became Dead Man.
You're goddamn right.
Is there a dead inside man?
Yep.
So that's McFarlane's Michaela.
Yes,
All
everybody. McFarlane's 5-inch Michaela line. Buy it today. Put on your clown makeup and buy it today.
All right, we're gonna keep on trucking right along. Oh my goodness! So here's a line that people are a little more okay with, and it's primarily because they're basically DC Direct, right? It's reissues, a lot of them, but it's the Batman the Animated Series wave with. I don't know if this is a Ted Nugent Build-A-Figure. What's happening over here?
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Sweaty
All right.
Teddy, and he's going to have a stand that when you put him on it, it starts playing Wango Tango.
All right. Cool.
No horse. I see.
No horse.
This is a great way to fill in the gaps in your old DC Direct collection, or to just get in on the line. They're plentiful at Target right now. See, again, Target exclusives. This is not the final render, but any thoughts? Any lasting impressions of the Batman the Animated Series line?
Well,
I think I
Jonah
want
Hex
all
is
of these
cool.
except
That's-
for- Yeah, Jonah Hex
Yeah.
is awesome looking. Gray Ghost looks great. Bats looks great. It's awesome. It looks great. Look
I'm a
great.
sucker for Grey Ghost, always have been. So happy
Yeah.
to see this figure.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex.
I got
Jonah
the rest.
Hex.
I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty, and here's also again what I was excited about. As I mentioned earlier, he is the beautifully bearded bastion of all things Batman, Ryan Dole. You not only see this line, but you know what I think. I was excited about, and I immediately thought, "Oh my goodness, I wonder if Dole is as excited." Probably not as excited as the Velma figure, but we're getting Penguin.
These are not final renders, right?
These are not final product renders, not final.
Okay.
Okay.
So with that said,
Mhm.
all right, I'm stoked about the Penguin Commandos.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the Max Shrek.
Yes.
But looking at
Yep.
close-ups of these renders, I'm not so excited about the 3. Now, I could be slightly spoiled because now I expect everything to be on the same level as Jazz Inc.'s Catwoman, which I understand is a premium 1/6 scale figure. I get it. But listen, Todd prides himself on these amazing sculpts. And right now, these renders, especially on Penguin and Catwoman, they ain't looking too hot. All
A little
right.
derpy.
But they're not final. So I'm going to give it, I'm taking a breath here. Okay.
Yep. Take a beat.
Because, you know, these could get improved and stuff. But right now, the only ones that are like, because the Max Shrek is looking great in the render.
Yeah.
Right? Because I went and I zoomed in and I overanalyzed every one of these. And yeah, I think the Max Shrek and I think the Penguin Commando. I just wish the Penguin Commandos, I just wish these figures were smaller. Because
I don't know if these are just
everything's so out of
zoomed in to
space.
show more detail. Like maybe
I
they
hope
are
it's
going to be
zoomed in.
smaller. I'm hoping they're smaller. Like it's going to be a 3-pack.
Oh no,
right?
these are clearly they're going to be a 3-pack. They're going to be to scale
Yeah.
with these figures. I just wish they were to scale with Kenner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay,
all.
okay.
That's all I want. I just want these just more Penguin Commandos is always good. Is always a good thing.
Yeah.
But I love that we got Penguin Commandos before we got Sugar and Spice. Blows my mind, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Or
I
Bane,
think
for
the
that
only
matter,
thing
yeah.
that would be
Bane.
like a bigger snub is if we got a Gossip Gabby before Sugar and Spice.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Actually,
I-
I would buy that.
I
think
would
the real
too.
win. I think the real win is that we got Catwoman. Like, I'm surprised, but
Yeah.
Same here.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to get that Penguin and put him next to my Mr. Freeze so I can have DC's twins side by side.
Or just
Wow.
do what they
I had
did at
how did I
Oscars.
not? That has never dawned on me. And both and the
Oh,
fact that it's the
man.
Penguin and Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Wow. Mind blown.
Oh, that's terrific.
There's
That's
a
actually
line
amazing.
in
That's funny.
there's a line in Twins where one of them says something like says someone needs to chill or something, and I busted out laughing the most recent time I saw it. I do hope that like the Catwoman has an unmasked head. I realize that's an unreasonable expectation for Todd, but it'd be nice,
Case
or at least
variant,
like the
if
half.
they do that.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, just stand
Cool.
firm. Honestly, if you want an unmasked Catwoman head, that is one thing. So for all the jokes that we always make, okay, it's always Batman, it's always Superman. If you want an unmasked version, or if this version isn't necessarily tickling your fancy, just wait. Another one will be coming along in 5 minutes, right?
It's
The
true.
old Seinfeld joke of appetites are like buses, and I guess Batman figures or different DC figures are kind of like appetites in the McFarlane line. Another one's coming right along, so don't
You're
worry about
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And well, Dole, I know you were mentioning, hey, Jazz Inc. style quality and these size figures, you just come to expect it.
Oh, dude,
here's a
it's
dark horse.
that is such a dick thing for me to say. Really, like when you think about it, like it's like I expect Hot Toys quality in my Star Wars the Vintage Collection. That's what I just said. Like,
Yeah.
that's so
but-
unreasonable and douchey. Like, no, like he should not be doing that level. But it is funny how it's like someone says Catwoman figure, and that's the first place my brain goes to now. But like that is not fair to ask that of Todd, to be like, no, you make that in 7 inches or it sucks. Like that's dumb.
You do that now.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, price point, whole 9 yards. It's just different. But
Yeah.
here is something that's fun. If you do want to save space, if you're not necessarily into the 1/6 Hot Toys, but you want something that is along the lines of that Jazz Inc. quality, mind you, you're not going to get this on clearance at Target. This is the InArt 1/12 offering of the Dark Knight Rises Bateman. Check them out. I mean, I saw the review first on Nostalgia Unboxed, who did a phenomenal review. Again, as with other people, we talked about Mad Hatter, Nostalgia Unboxed. If you don't know them, then you need to get to know them. Check out their channels. They do live streams Friday mornings. But here is the 1/12 offering from InArt. Now, they don't sell directly to North America, but there are many places online that are selling to North America. And this figure with this level of detail, I mean, if it
Honestly,
didn't say
I'm
1/12
hoping I
right
find
here,
this when I'm in Japan.
say again. Oh, when you're there for Celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
yeah.
this will be on a shelf somewhere and I'll just
Ooh, look
take
at that
one
likeness.
and be like,
Whoa.
Wow.
At 1/12
oh, so
scale.
maybe it's not unfair for me to ask that.
Not at that scale. At the price point, yes,
Maybe
it's unfair.
it wasn't a
At
dick move
scale?
on my part.
So yeah.
But are
Yeah,
we getting
no,
Maggie
this
Gyllenhaal? Or are we getting Katie Holmes? Who are we going to get? Everyone. place
That's the
bets.
burning question.
swappable faceplates.
There we go.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
they're totally two different body types. Not that matters in toys.
Well, yeah.
But this is great.
I
think this
would
figure is
notice.
awesome.
I haven't objectified them, Dole. I noticed their
I'm not
talent.
objectifying them. They're
roles.
just people. We have different body types. Have you
We
noticed
do have
that?
different body types. I'm
just-
joking.
Yes. So there you go. Because we're different people. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, they are different people. But this is a cool Batman. I mean, I figured as we kind of did a breakneck transition from the level of detail and the scopes from Mondo to McFarlane, as Brick pointed out in the chat. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We're still here. We brought it back. We're talking, InArt's offerings. This is a game changer. This is gonna be interesting to see. I mean, the price point right now, I believe it's before shipping and handling, The deluxe edition is $75 and the basic edition is $60. So that's right on par with your SH Figuarts and your Mafex offerings. But this looks really good. And I'm excited to see where else they go. This is their first venture into 112 figures. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Looks rad.
What other licenses do these guys have?
In art, I believe they do Lord of the Rings stuff as well.
Oh, snap.
So that, if they do 1/12 Lord of the Rings,
Those would be good.
You
This
gotta build the
Batman's
Fellowship.
really good.
Yeah,
looks
this
really
Batman's
good.
really good. If they do Lord of the Rings, which I'm holding out hope for, I am all in for the Fellowship.
Same here. I would heavily consider buying Lord of the Rings figures like this if they were this kind of quality.
Yeah.
These would be awesome.
Oh, and Dune as well. They own the Dune property. So
Ooh.
there you go.
And
If you need a
Michael
Timothy
Jackson.
Chalamet,
Popcorn bucket.
I hope
They
it does
could.
come with a popcorn bucket.
it could come with
That
a
should be the
popcorn bucket.
packaging. Reach in, get it.
A lot of lonely
that.
toy collectors. Just saying.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
All right. Well, we've reached the end of the WonderCon reveals. There is other toy news, but
Good God, why?
we are well over. No. We're gonna pause.
Pretend
We're
to
gonna
be
curtail
mad.
it. There's so many toys, so little time. But before we pivot from the
Pivot.
WonderCon news, pivot.
Pivot.
Let's go down. Mr. Dole, we will give you the honors. What is your best in show from WonderCon?
Oh, the
If you had to
Nightcrawler
pick
Banff
one.
doll. 100%.
Nightcrawler Banff
That's it.
doll. Not even the
Yep.
Nightcrawler, just the Banff doll.
Just
Got
the
it.
Banff doll.
Okay. Gary, what do you got? What's your pick for best in show?
We started with my favorite. I'm sticking with it. The Street Fighter. Love seeing the new
Nice.
reveals. Love seeing the packaging because I knew they were going to be larger scale. I didn't know how that would look. And, kind of tied with Mega Man, but Jada takes it for me.
Nice.
Okay. Derek Uva, what's your pick, brother man?
I want to say it's a tie between Mumra and She-Ra, but I'm gonna give my personal vote to She-Ra just because she's got herself a Pegasus. The detail on Swiftwind is absurd. The feathers on the Swiftwind comes with 3 or 4 heads.
Yeah.
He has costume
Awesome.
changes. Yeah. There's a looky that is chuck-a-bluck. That is a gorgeous figure with a lot to offer. I think that's my best in show. It looked incredible.
Yeah. Oh, all great picks. If I had to choose one and just one figure, I think I'm gonna have to go with Mumra.
Nice.
Because it's like you said earlier, Mumra. I think I've talked about my my ever developing and calculated angle of approach to the Mondo 1/6 line, so that I don't have to sell feet picks, as Derek mentioned. I think.
I mean, I'm acting like it's an imposition, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really slutty.
Because not only is there Mumra, but it comes with Mamut, right?
Which also
that
expressions.
Yeah, multiple expressions for both of them. If you were if I'm thinking, okay, because they're getting all these different lines, all these different properties, right? They keep putting out banger after banger, so they're going to get access to more IPs down the line. They're going to. And so just thinking about, okay, if I had to choose, think about putting that Skeletor on the shelf, or 1/6 Skeletor on the shelf with the 1/6 Mumra, right? Of the Mondo's interpretations of those characters. I mean, that's just rad. It's cool.
Yeah.
And to build out both of the villains, right? If you just had, okay, so you've got Mumra, Slive, Monkeyan, and then you've got Skeletor, Beastman, and Evelyn. And you could add a couple more people in there, right? But if you just kind of pick the triumvirates of evil. Now, mind you, some people might make the argument that Hordak should be on that list if you're talking triumvirates of evil in the universe of Masters in the Universe. But I'm just keeping it. I'm thinking of if you one main, keeping it real. If you got one main and then 2 of their main henchmen, I mean that's cool. And then you're only in for 6, right? Versus.
Are you talking yourself into this? Is this what we're watching right now?
No, what you're watching it in real time.
This is a glimpse into the psyche of I do not go into a toy line without having a clean exit strategy because I know myself. I'm just
gonna say this, Quip. If you do everything you are saying, and that becomes your new background, you will look like a lord.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you want to do that, go all out. Change the lighting, turn it to purple. Dude, you look badass, man. I'm just saying. Throwing it out there.
Okay. All right. So we're thinking it. So, yep, that's my pick. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to enable this behavior.
It's all good. It's all good. It's good to encourage one another. It's good to speak positively of toys. All sorts of wonderful showings. If you notice, live the dream. Live the dream. To dream that impossible dream, right? Yeah, it's great. So many toys. Yeah. All right, we're at 10:57.
Hey, Tommy Hodges needs to make a 1/6 scale McDonald Land set. I keep mentioning this on every stream I'm on. I'm just like, and I've heard, and I know Tommy Hodges has heard me because he's replied to me. But I'm like, I'm still gonna push for this. I want a McDonald Land 1/6 scale figure done in the style of He-Man and Skeletor, where they're just made bigger, right? Like let's just see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Just see it.
Or fast food icons at Jada.
Oh yeah, we need those. But this is different.
We need both. We need both.
We need both.
I need a highly posable Kid Vid action figure. Like,
yes, you do. I want that for you.
I want a wired soft goods cape on my Hamburglar. I'll tell you that right
now. Yes. I need a very detailed Wendy. Doesn't matter why.
Also, with like Cammy, she'll have the posable braids.
Yes, wired braids.
Yes, absolutely. Wired braid. Oh, that's really smart. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, before we sign off, I did want to make sure that we covered some of the information from the recent Pulse stream for Joe's. And what I'm going to cover primarily is not just the render reveals, right? So the render reveals, we saw Snake Eyes, we saw MMS, Colonel Hawk, the Amazon exclusive, we saw Retro Green Shirt Trooper, and we saw a Retro Bat. But there were some code name reveals that we hadn't heard until that recent stream. So at least zooming in on the newest of new toy news from the G.I. Joe team. We're going to get a Cobra Battle Commander. We're going to get a Monkey Wrench. I don't want to be your Monkey Wrench. Cue it up. And we've got Major Blood, which is always funny to me that they said his code name is Major Blood when his name is literally Sebastian Blood and he's a major. It's not, he got the short end of the stick with code names.
That's all he got.
Yeah.
And then Sergeant Slaughter's Renegades. We're going to get a Mercer, and he's going to be in a 2-pack with Sarge. So I'm wondering which Sarge we're going to get with him. But those are the reveals for the G.I. Joe code names from the most recent Pulse fan stream from the G.I. Joe team. What are we thinking? Do we have nostalgia? What of these 4? Let's go ahead and start with you, Derek Hoover. Are you a Joe head?
Sorta.
Okay,
so
a Joe bro. Sorry.
I am, speaking of rules for collecting, I am very, very, very selective about how I approach classified. It all started with a clearance Lady J from one of my co-hosts. He got her for me for like $3. And I was like, all right, I think I can mess around with this line. And then I ended up getting a hookup for discounted things, and
Legal.
It's all perfectly legal.
Not
and
the
I
old
really-
Larson 5-finger discount.
Yeah, no. I have a little thing called honor.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I have 0 honor. But no, I'm not into the retro smaller scale. I'm more into the classified retro carded, and I'll cherry pick some of the regular classified releases that will fit in with them. So I mean, there's some stuff coming down the pipeline from them, like the blonde cover girl. I love cover girl. Her file card is she's from Peoria, which is whereabouts I'm from. So, but there's some standard classified releases I do pick up here and there that I'm trying to get here and there. Like I need a bazooka and a shipwreck. Actually, I need 2 shipwrecks because I need to have somebody customize a shore leave from Venture Brothers for me. But I'm not huge on the retro line, like the O-ring retro line and like this, because I didn't really connect with these as a kid. I was more of a fantasy superhero kind of kid in the 80s. So like Motu, Thundercats, anything Batman related, I was all about it. But for those who are into this and like connected with it as a kid, God love you, because you're going to be eating well. You got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I do just love how batshit crazy the Joe's line is, especially when it comes to Cobra villains. I will say something they did show on that stream that I wish I could justify getting, but I have to say no, is the Cold Slither exclusive.
Yeah.
Because that is a marriage of 80s and toys and Joe's and classified and hair metal. And I'm saying no, but I can be swayed.
Fair enough. Dole, any thoughts? I know you.
Yeah, I love
dipped
G.I.
and dabbled in
Joe.
classified. Okay.
Yeah,
Go for
no,
it.
I love G.I. Joe, but I don't do classified because it's just, I know how I am. It's not like I don't own any classified. I have a few figures, but it's just like I already was like, nope, this is it. And I had to just stop cold turkey. It could have easily taken over. But yeah, I'm all for this Cobra Commander. If they're doing the armored one, I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. I think it's awesome. This line rules.
My favorite thing about the Armored Cobra Commander in reading this profile card on the back is the very last sentence where it says, "We suspect that the helmet has an anti-tamper device with a direct hookup to a half-pound of plastic explosive."
It's a big tip.
Because if you don't want to be unmasked, just go ahead and blow your own head up.
It's the only way.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm with them.
While shouting Cobra at the top of your lungs.
Yeah. If you want to be blasé and pedestrian, sure, get a cyanide tooth. But I mean, if you're in for a penny,
People
in
can
for
still
a
see
pound,
your face. The whole idea
yeah,
is
still gonna see the face. The only way out is blow your head up.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
But now, can't they just see who he was through DNA tests?
Now.
Cobra Commander's getting
'Cause he's a
23
Cobra.
need.
Yeah.
I mean, you think he sheds like wherever he goes to, so he's got to make sure. Is there somebody that's in Cobra that's like an infantryman that's assigned to make sure that they pick up all the little like skin sheddings that Cobra Commander might have when he's out and about? Is
Are they
that
scrubbing him down like Ethan Hawke in Gattaca?
Yeah, they're skin vipers.
Yes. Skin vipers, yes. Worst job. Worst job.
Right.
For me,
Also a good pet name.
Yes.
I wasn't on classified for the longest time. I'm kind of out. I'm actually working on packing up my figures and putting them away. I think it's weird that we're getting the Battle Armor Cobra Commander, which I was never really a fan of the Geek series. I just like the original G.I. Joe series. So like the Battle Armor Cobra Commander doesn't mean much to me outside of thinking the figure was cool. But I think it's weird that we're getting this before a hooded Cobra Commander. Like, it's such a bummer. I understand why. Right. But, you know, if we're going classic series, classic figures, yeah. that said, like also we already have Major Blood, so I'm genuinely curious what this other Major Blood might be.
He did have two
Um,
different costumes in the toy line.
That's true.
Not
Mm,
That's true.
costumes,
So.
uniforms,
uniforms. Okay.
right? So there was
Let me
two
see.
different
This
ones.
is the
There's the one with
mail-in.
him with all the grenades on there, and then there's this
Yeah.
one, the classic one, which they already
Yeah.
did. So
Okay.
who knows?
So
We'll see what happens.
we'll see.
Until they start doing Drug Elimination Force and Eco Warriors, I am not going in on this line.
I'm in for Drug Elimination Force and Battle Core. That's where I get back
Battle
in.
Core.
There you go.
Dude.
Battle Core.
Yes.
Do you
If they
think
That's
do-
the Major Blood I want.
If they do Ninja Zartan, I'll get that for sure.
Yep. Any
Right.
of those weird 90s color schemed sets, waves, like
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, do it, Hasbro, you cowards. Get there.
I was gonna say if they do Drug Elimination Force, what are the odds that maybe they could slide in Nancy Reagan?
Oh, that'd be fun. Actually,
Yeah.
it would be kind of fun to do
Maybe.
that. Have they done Stalker with the kayak? Have they done that yet?
I don't think they
I
have.
don't think so, no.
That is a set I would be genuinely interested in seeing as well.
Agreed.
It'd be deluxe, right? Like anything else with that comes with a vehicle. But I think that would be. I would love to see that.
Me too. And look at that. Capcom Street Fighter listed on the back of the card.
Boom, right there. You've got the Ryu. Absolutely. Street brawling martial arts warriors. Well,
Sweet.
I think that's about it. We'll have to cover a little bit of Target NECA's NECA's Target Haulathon or Target's NECA Haulathon. I don't know. It's Target. It's NECA. They're hauling. They're thawing. Be there. Or be
for sure.
I believe that actually starts officially April 11th, but toys are showing up in stores. We'll talk a little bit more too, and we'll have to talk about the NECA store TMNT 1990 re-ups and restocks. And that 35th celebration pack with Spirit of Splinter the next go round. But with that, let's go ahead and pause for the cause before we sign out. Oh,
What's that? What's Dole
who's
got
that
there?
little guy? What do you got there? What do you got there, Dole? Who's that?
Oh,
Who's that
these
little
are
guy?
vintage mini Lino.
Oh.
Okay.
These are great. You've never seen these? Got this
I've
from Matt
never seen-
Bush.
Oh, is
Oh,
that
yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
there
goes
was a
with
Matt
the
Bush
tiny
outfit.
there's a cat slayer that scales with them. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
What's
Yeah,
were
Matt
those?
Bush got me that too.
Oh,
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It's the coolest.
There you go. That's when
It
you know you
is
really
cool,
made it. When you get a
damn it.
Matt Bush care package, benefactor of plastic dreams, Mr. Matt Bush. Always fun
Dude,
seeing what he
unreal.
shares.
He's already
Yeah.
in my will. He gets all my toys. He has to deal with that.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up. Before we go, though, Derek, we'll let you take
good
the
night.
lead. Where else can people find you?
Bruce.
Find you other
Yes,
than here.
yesterday's podcast every Monday on your podcast app of choice. You can find us over on Facebook as well with direct links to new episodes every Monday. We have a little bit of a YouTube presence. It's mostly just to put up shorts to promote what's about to come out. But yeah, it's a little walk down memory lane. Properties from the 80s and 90s, movies, TV series, cartoons, toys, and you better believe we talk about my trauma quite a bit because it's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
Okay.
But yeah, I get to do that with two of my best friends, and it's a pretty good time. We've covered a lot of stuff. Tomorrow we're finally closing out March with Food Fighters, actually,
Nice.
and we were pretty in the pocket because that was a 3-episode night, and by the third one we're pretty bit.
That third episode energy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's not safe for work. It is not safe for work or your kids.
Funny. Well, who's your favorite food fighter, Derek Hoover?
My favorite food fighter, Fat Frenchie, because I like alliteration.
Favorite
Yeah, I
food
can't remember
fighter,
any
Fat
of their
Frenchie.
names. So I still have 3 of mine complete at my parents' house. So I have the ice cream cone, which I
Nice.
love.
Sergeant
That one's
Scoop,
like
I think is his name.
Sergeant
I think.
Scoop, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. He's good. Good stuff. I got the chicken leg, and I've
Yes.
got the hamburger. All good. All good
Brigadier,
stuff.
yeah, Brigadier General was the hamburger's name, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember any of their names, but I got 3 of them. They're great.
There you go.
I
At your
distinctly
parents'
remember
house,
having.
your parents who loved you.
Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. That's it. True. They did.
What was
And they still do.
what was that like? What was that like having parents that genuinely loved you?
Well, you know, when they love you, you take it for granted. Then you realize when you're older and you appreciate it, how much later, you know, you sit there and you go, wow, my parents were great. Because then you hear everybody else's traumatic stories.
Mhm.
And then you go, oh.
Dole, were you one of the
This
kids
is-
that made your parents knock? Were you get out of my room, Mom? God.
Not really. Like it's no, not no. Not really. Never had that kind of a close call at home. I'll tell you that. You know? So
Fair
no,
enough.
no,
Alrighty.
that's great.
Okie dokie. Gary, where can we find you?
I am at Wax Nostalgic Network. I've got some stuff that I've been trying to get to for like a month. Hopefully, I can actually get some stuff recorded this week and get it out. Yeah, that's all I got for
Okay.
now.
Perfect. And Mr. Dole.
All right, you will find me on Tuesday. Tuesday is Toy Anxiety, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. On Wednesdays, it's Gotham City Tonight with myself and Alex Brewer, and that's on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And we're back next week, and then I think it's just him for the next 2 weeks after that, because then you will find me and Toying Around, who's also here, and Geek Dad Jay, and Dan Larson, and Yogo McCann. There's a whole bunch of us who are all out in the rest of the Yes Have Some crew as well. Like, we're all going to be in Japan for Celebration. And we're all going to make very poor financial decisions, but we're also going to have a lot of fun. So if you happen to be in Japan for Star Wars Celebration, you see us at the con, come say hi or konnichiwa or however you want to say hello. And I will say hi back.
In
That's
English.
it. That's where you'll find me. In English, yes. In exhausted, tired, slurring English. I will say hello.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Well, for those of you who didn't get your fill with this 2-hour-long stream, 2 hour and 12 minutes now, we're going to be moving on. A couple of us will. Some of us will be dropping off, right? But I appreciate you for
Sorry,
joining
I'm
us.
not going to be at After Dark, but I love you anyway.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, but I kind of hornswoggled you into an After Dark anyway, because those usually start at like 10:30, and now we're here at 11:13. Sorry to keep you up so late, but we will be talking rules for me, not for thee. We're going to be talking about collecting rules, right? If you're not all in on a line, well, where do you draw the line? What's your display to storage ratio? How do you contain and actually display your things? Like, how do you decide what you want to spend your hard-earned money on? So that's going to be a discussion that, again, not shaming anyone, but we're just talking about rules for us, what we set in place, how we establish guidelines to have fun with this habit. Also, before leaving, I would be remiss if I did not mention the Toy Geeks podcast is going to start its Power of the Force 2 run tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. So join us on the Toy Geeks podcast channel, where you can see that and participate in the live stream. But with that, folks, I'm tired. We all ready for sleep? Let's
Better
go.
rally.
All you out there, have a wonderful evening. You take care. Until next time, hasta luego and bye. See you later, folks.
Bye.